Hey guys, this is Pooja Gupta. Welcome to Media Mentor. Today is Wednesday and this video is Vlog Wednesday video. And in this video, I'm going to tell you that why I left my journalism career or why I left working as, a professional, media professional in the media industry or a news channel. So guys, I started my career as a trainee journalist in 2009 with CNN IBN, now known as News 18. So at that time, Rajdeep Sardesai was the editor-in-chief of the channel. And I was in my second year, and that was my first ever, a media experience. Those days of traineeship was so amazing. One of the reasons that yes, I got a hands-on experience. Secondly, it was the general election time. So guys, I'll tell you, you learn a lot when you are covering an election because there's a lot of action happening in the news channel. There's a lot of coverage, rallies. So my first bite was with Dino Moria, and I was in a wow that yes, I'm taking an interview. So it was not an interview, but it was a bite. And I got my first byline about the coverage of the opening of Bandra Worli ceiling, and I was so fortunate that I got an opportunity to go on the top of those wires, which you see that Bandra Worli ceiling, top of those wires. That was something I would say that I was so lucky to be there at the right time at the right place, because there were people from Discovery Channel who came to cover the whole making of the first ever ceiling in our country. So yes, that was an opportunity, and that's how from 2009 I started my journey of a media professional. As a journalist, I started working. Then I completed my graduation. When I was in my master's first year, I remember I started working with Star News, now known as ABP News. So at that time I got an internship again of a trainee, and then I started working with the team of Saas Bahu and Sajish. That was a nightmare for me. I used to spend like hours and hours on the sets of all the serials, and it was pathetic. And I decided that boss, I am not going to work as an entertainment journalist ever in my life, because you know what kind of question I have to go and ask. आपका लहंगा कितने किलो का है? आपको क्या लगता है कि आपकी जो सास है वो आपके साथ कैसे व्यवहार करेगी and all that. So these questions were just like bonkers for me. I was like, damn, I don't want to do this. And it was a 4 months traineeship, but I ran away within like say 25 days because I was not able to do that. Then after that, I started working with the website as a proper work, adgali.com. So it was also covering a lot of media, marketing news, business news. So that was my first ever job, which started with the website. So there the experience was amazing. So what happened, I worked with them for a while, but at that time I realized that I am not a person who is interested in marketing and business. So again, that was not working out for me, and I was really uneasy. Then I started working as a media planner in one of the company. So it was a startup, and I applied and they offered me, and I started working as a media planner. So I'm talking this about after my master's. So in 2012, I also started teaching as a visiting faculty. But then finally I got a job in 2013 in Times Now. So there my actual job journey started, wherein I was a news coordinator and a journalist as well. So when I started my job, I was so fortunate to directly get into Arnab's team. So yes, Arnab took my final interview, and interview was great. In some other video I'll tell you what exactly happened in the interview. So I learned a lot of things. I mean, covered 2014 election, and it was crazy. You all know about 2014 election. It was the election which was fought on the basis of media and social media completely. So yes, therein a lot of hardcore news and political news I did, and directly working for NewsHour was an amazing experience. So yes, the job started, and working with Arnab, looking at Arnab every day was so exciting for a month or two. Of course, it happens with all of us. And then working with top journalists of the channel, interacting with them, it was just an amazing experience. So years went by, and then finally one day I decided that there is nothing that I'm learning, because every day doing that shouting every day. But I became like, what am I doing? I started questioning myself. What is this going on? Am I like really meant for this? Can I do this throughout my life? Can I do this for years and years? Wherein we literally used to sleep only for say 4 to 5 hours a day. Secondly, there is no timing. I remember during 2014 election, we used to only get off like monthly once or something like that. But even in your off, you have to constantly work and lot of pressure. So after like 2 years, I decided, like 2.5 years it was completing, and I decided that, boss, I can't do this throughout my life. And it was a very critical situation for me that should I leave the job, should I stay? And I started analyzing that whether I'm growing, whether I'm not growing, is this what I want to do in life? Then I finally left that job, and when I applied, I got a job in BLOOMBERG TV. And now the challenging part was, boss, it is a business channel. Now the channel is no more. But yes, it was BTV. I converted into BTV, and now it is shut. So BLOOMBERG TV was a business channel, and I was like, boss, I'm not able to understand anything, stock market. There's an IPO happening, there is FNO and a lot of technical words. I was not able to sustain there for even say 7, 8, 9 months, and I said, okay, I'm resigning. And my health was also not well at that time, so I had to make a choice. I was like, mentally I'm gone, physically I was not able to do things, and I was completely exhausted. And I guess the ultimate reason, guys, was that I realized somewhere that I was not growing. I was not able to do something which I wanted to do in my life. And after I left my job, my life was transformed. I became a media educator. I did a counseling course. Then after that, I went into fitness. Now I also train people in yoga. I did a yoga teaching course. Then I also learned martial arts, which was my childhood dream. So yes, guys, it is completely on you that how you look yourself as, how you want to shape your future and journey. The main reason for me quitting the media industry was that I started feeling that I'm not growing anymore. There's nothing that as a person I was growing, because I was not learning anything. It was a monotonous thing. Okay, what is the breaking? Who to hit as a pumpkin? Okay, take the interviews, line up, call up. This was the life, and I didn't want to do that throughout my life. So that's why, and that's the core reason that I wanted to grow personally as an individual. I wanted to grow. I didn't want to grow or be known by the people just because I'm with some organization. So that was my call to leave the industry. And yes, I started freelancing, and till date I'm doing a freelance research work for some other media organization or an institute who needs content. So yes, that's how I educate myself, I grow. And right now I'm also working as a full-time head of the department with Don Bosco Media Arts Center. So it is all about, for me, it is all about the job satisfaction rather than the job tag. So yes, it gives me time to learn, it gives me time to, educate a lot of kids out there who want to get into media. And then yes, I do my research work with, tie-up and freelance work. So that's the reason why I decided to leave media industry. It was my experience, a journey with media industry. Do let me know in the comment below that how you find it. Do you think I took a right call? Do you think I would have stayed in media for more time? Whatever it is, do let me know. It'll be great to hear it from you, that what do you think about my journey. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for a lot of vlogs and information on media industry, media education on Media Mentor.